Exit opened the doors last year and the cherry blossoms are on the way. You can see it's extremely crowded. This is crazy. I did not expect it to be this crowded, but it is a Sunday. That's just part of it. That's a lot of people. What's it gonna be like in summer? How you doing, everybody? So in this live stream, I'm gonna be taking you around ASAKUSA a little bit to show you some of the changes that have happened. But more than that, let's go get a melonpan. Let's go get some food. There's some street food here that's really great. And at the end of this, respect to the victims of the firebombing. We just celebrated the 77th anniversary year since the Tokyo firebombing, March 10th, 1945. There's a memorial that's on the river, so I'm gonna go take a look at that at the end of this live stream. We're gonna cut through here. My only worry is that the signal might not be so great. Wow, I'm shocked. I'm really shocked at the amount of people here. That's a good thing for the economy. I kind of already missed though the days when there was nobody here. If you are in Tokyo, you can come and find me. I do have some You Found Me cards, but I'm not going to be around for too much longer. I got to get back to work. If the signal does get a little poor, I apologize. This is a live stream. I'll do my very best to get into an area where you can see nice and clear. We're using Prism Live in 1080p. It's a beautiful live stream, and I appreciate all of the support. Thanks, guys. All right, let's get moving. Look at that. I'm already starting to see suitcases, too. Ah, hello.
Made in Japan.
Yes. How you doing? Yeah, Genki da yo.
I see you are on channel.
Yeah, no, you are too. Thank you. All right, let's cut through here. I'm not going anywhere near that front. Oh my gosh. I'm having trouble just walking around here. Now here's Kaminarimon. If you've never seen a map of ASAKUSA, you have now. So we're right here in the center of the screen. You see what you see in front of you on the screen on the right. Did I say that right? That's Kaminarimon. This is the big gate that leads to Sensoji Temple, founded, I believe it was 709 AD. And we're gonna walk in this direction towards Sensoji Shrine, Sensoji Temple, sorry. There's some melonpan I like to get. Let's see how long the lines are for stuff. But I'm already getting the feeling like this is gonna be a pretty crazy live stream here. All right, I'm just gonna do it really quickly. Just gonna go take a quick look-see. Oh my gosh, how's this signal holding up? That's a lot of people. Oh my. Hey, Michael Sasano's here. I have not seen Japan like this. This is a good, very, very, very happy feeling. Starting tomorrow, you no longer need to wear masks. I'm just a day ahead. I've always liked to stay a step ahead. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. That is a lot of people, and you can see here on Nakamise Dori, they have the cherry blossoms out to decorate the shops. All right, let's get out of this crowded area. There's going to be some places with there might be some places with some weak spots. So let's get away from this crowded street and into different areas where the signal might be a little bit better. Again, our mission is to get a melonpan, and I could probably do it right here. The further away I get away from that area, the better. So we're gonna cut across here. Let's go down the alley. Good things always happen down it. dark alleys. Thank goodness it's not dark. The street. So we're gonna walk up in this direction, try to avoid the crowds, which is impossible because... All right, we seem to be... Let's see what we could do to try to get to a different area. Wow, this used to be a souvenir shop and like an old family-run business. Things have changed here. You can write in, "Hey John, it's buffering." Hey, but don't complain about it. There's not much I can do. I need to hear from you guys. You are my eyes and ears of the other side. This is a really great, if you're staying in the area, this is a really great anago. It's an old building, got a lot of history to it. I know that this side was not as powerful either. There's no, for the next couple of minutes, there's no like win-win solution. Crazy. Look at this, there's another, look at the shops are so full. Michael Sasano, you're right, much more credit than I expected. Melonpan on me, my friend. Thank you, Michael. Look at this, this is a new shop. I think it was aliens running it. There's aliens running it. Taco. Is it Mexican food or is it takoyaki? Or maybe they just put the best of both worlds. I'm guessing it's takoyaki.
Yeah, we need to do it in the middle.
It's up to your comfort level. I'm okay not wearing them. I'm done. Golden Week this year is the same as every year. It's somewhere between April 28th and May 5th. It's almost like clockwork. That's the way it goes. All right, we're gonna take a left here. We're gonna sneak through the back roads. I think it is really telling that the alleys are as... Look at the crowd here. A lot of new cafes, a lot of new places have opened up. So I'm seeing that there's up pretty quick. This area has a lot of matcha. I remember doing a street food episode here, a live stream. And then there's the one with Eric Serve 6 and myself. We did it. Look at this roll cakey. Oh man. This is a nice one stop, and you can see Tokyo Skytree right there. I wonder if the signal's being transmitted from up there. Everybody's getting an Instagram shot of Gotta get your green matcha Instagram photos for sure. Wow, it's like a party out here. All right, let's cross Nakamise Dori. We're gonna go to the old avenue here. Take a little look to the right and through, and wow. Looking down to Sensoji, it's just a sea of people, which is really nice to see. A lot of people are dressed up in kimono. It's kind of a fun thing, and I've done it before too. To do the opening of the old channel, I rented a kimono here in 2012. They dressed me. I had it only for 6 hours. I took the train, went back home in front of a blue screen in my studio, and I took video of it. And I ran back, and took off the kimono. It cost me, what is it, like $150 or something. It was so worth it. Back then, not a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people really dressed up in the kimono. But now you see a ton of people doing it, and that's really great because a lot of small business owners have created their business upon dressing up. Let's look back here. This is where the menchikatsu is, and right now they're closed because they're making it or something. Oh, wow. Wow, so they're closed making it. They need time to make it. Interesting. Wow, they're sold out. That's crazy. I'm so happy. Arturo writes in here, John, I love this spot, but this is ridiculous with the crowd, and to think I'm coming to Sakura season next week. I told you guys it wasn't going to be long before it looks like almost 2019 again. And you have masks half on and half off, and once again, for those that are thinking about it. Mitsukoshi Department Store, JR East, a lot of stores and merchants and businesses are saying you can wear a mask if you want to, and you don't have to if you don't want to. Just depends on your own comfort level. It's up to you. I think the government had to make that kind of policy because people just didn't know, and now they do because it's a policy. I'm just a day early. That's kind of cool to have. You see the girls over there. They're in kimono in front of the pop color wall. That's kind of cool. What are they doing? Like something for TikTok. All right, we're taking a long way to get to the melonpan. I hope they still get whipped cream. I don't like the ice cream. I prefer whipped cream. These rickshaw drivers, Jin Rickshaw. I'm really happy, and a lot of YouTubers have been featuring them too, so that, you know, when they're featured, they get a lot of attention and a job, keeps them in shape, and it's really cool to see that. It makes it feel like it's old Tokyo. Here's some used kimonos. Check this out. Wow. Probably these are kimonos that were at the shops, for rental shops, that have been worn 1,000 times. But they're still good. I mean, the thing is, I don't think a lot of people would wear that. I don't think they should allow cars to come down this road, to be honest with you. Stop a lot of street food on the left and right. That's the thanks to social media. I've never had a fruit sandwich that I was happy with. The fruit's all jammed in the front. It's nice to take. Enjoyed my fruit sandwich experience. $10 used kimonos, exactly. Oh, here's the dango shop that I featured a couple of years ago. Look at the line! Well, you gotta be kidding me! What? Look at the line! There's a line! That's awesome for them. I don't want to wait. I never had to wait before. Wow. All right, let's go. Stay on target, John. We're going for the melonpan. Does anyone know what this street is? Can anyone name this street? who watched the episode on the main channel. Jason, this is Mission Melonpan right now. Yeah, a lot of these are old shacks going back to the Showa period. Some of them have been redone, like this one here on the left, and I like it that they've renovated it. It makes it look cleaner, more inviting. I know some of these places probably have been waiting for years and years, family-run businesses, probably taking a loss. And now we have the weekend and these places are packed out, and that's really, really good. You can go down this alley and find some more. But I would say the weekends, starting on around Thursday. But when tourists are here, it's crowded every day. It's just a nice place. This is one of the places that I love to come because I love to come down the street, and when I'm with friends, I do like to come out here. This is because you can get that experience of sitting outside and drinking and eating foods, and that's a really cool experience. You don't get that in a lot of places because Japanese don't like to eat outside on the streets, but they do here in the Shitamachi, in this section of Tokyo. You won't find that in Shibuya, people eating on the streets, although they open up that new shopping mall where they do have these kind of benches, but it's sort of not the same. It's all like kind of closed in, you know? All right, let's get moving here. Gimbal's kind of funky here. All right, we're close. I can smell the melonpan. Fingers crossed the signal holds on in there. Now, my wife doesn't drink alcohol, so she'll go, but she doesn't drink any booze, which is good. And as a result, I drink way less too, so that's a great thing. Rainer's here. Have a nice Sunday walk. My younger cousin is in Osaka right now. Good to see you. Hey, Rainer, also I want to get in touch with you about I think some of the stuff from the last Kickstarter didn't arrive, so now I can send that back to you because all the mail and that's another thing. The mail has really improved situations over the last several months, and after I got the Hokkaido documentary out and all the goods to everybody, I can go back and make sure that you resend some of the stuff that didn't arrive by sea mail, which was the only thing. We had EMS, which was super overpriced. Sometimes that wasn't even an option. And we had sea mail. And then it took 3.5 months, 4 months for some people to arrive. What are you gonna do? Let's go this way. Yeah, Rainer's awesome. You and your mom, I'm so thankful you guys are here and joining us on this trip. This is new. So they finished the construction here, and there's like some sort of massive sweets factory. What? What? Hey Rainer, the Hokkaido video has been out for like 3 months, bro. Check the update. I hope you can see that. We put a lot of work into that thing. This is interesting. It's like a matcha cafe type of deal, but look at the massive size of it. What? And it goes up a couple of floors? This can't be all one place. So I guess it's been under construction for a while. Finally, it's open with the tourists back. People didn't come. So I want to take you to the other side. That's where, wow. I thought they were cast from Disney. Interesting. That's right, I guess it's a factory upstairs. Let's see what they have on offer. I love the contrast between the hojicha chocolate and the regular matcha chocolate, and then they have usually different colors of them with different levels of matcha-ness. That's kind of neat. And here you can find 8 grams of matcha, 4 grams of matcha, and as the matcha level goes up, so does the price. That's just genius. That's so smart business-wise. Do you really need a super matcha? 4 grams can't taste that bad. I think it's just more caffeine. Yeah, these matcha places are popping up all over the place, and that's you know, matcha's really healthy, but I'll tell you, when I have matcha, if I have matcha after like 2 p.m., I can't sleep because the caffeine is stronger than coffee, or my body rejects it or something. I don't know. Oh, look, we've got festival food. Awesome. When you hear a generator, that means there's festivals. Shopping. What? That's Kanai's favorite. Whoa! They used to have the festival food on the other side of Sensoji, and now they have it here. And that's really awesome. Maybe I gotta go for some festival food. Is it only on the weekends? Is there something really going on? Or is it just... Jason, Mission melonpan. Mission melonpan. Stay on target. I feel like Luke Skywalker sometimes, you know. I gotta be told by Obi-Wan to stay on target. My expanding waistline cannot take too much. Wow. This was not here over the... This is the first time I've seen it on this side. That's great. Oh my gosh, I think there's a line for the melonpan. I might not even be able to get one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is the line for one. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Oh, there's no way. So this is, Yuki-san is the president of the company, and he told me he studied about the fermentation process and how to make it fluffier and better. And I featured his business in 2013. And he moved to a larger location, and look at the line. Holy macaroni. I think it goes pretty quickly. Hold on, I guess it's just, we gotta just wait for it, huh? I think it's, my God, the line keeps getting longer.
I need you to stand up here.
What do I do? How fast will this go? Is it worth the wait? I need to shave. I don't know. Would you stay this long for a melonpan? I hope it moves fast. They must be baking a lot of them. I thought that this amusement park was going to go out of business, but somehow they hung on. It's got these old retro rides, and it's pretty cheap to get in. This is also another place, I guess you can escape the crowds by going in there, because you have to pay to get in there. You don't have to pay to get in there. Very interesting. So this is a wall where people usually come to take photos, and I think the background changes quite often. Today it looks like it's some kind of origami pinwheel. I wonder if it moves in this. I guess it moves if it does get windy here, but right now it's not very windy. Oh my gosh, I don't think I have the patience to wait. It's weird. For 2.5, 3 years, there was no line. I would just get it. And now I have to wait. It just feels weird. All right, the line is moving. I can give it that. You can see people are eventually getting it. There's a group of people who are munching on the melonpan over there in a circle. That's how zombies eat. They hoard, they find a victim and then they circle it and they eat it. I did the same thing. You gotta get in a circle and eat your melonpan. How do you do that if you're just one person? How do you make a circle of one? You have to hug the melonpan. Oh look, they put it like Disney. Can you just take those? I don't think they're real. Or they're real stale. Bottom line, they've put like little attractions in line like Disneyland, so you feel like you got something to look at. And here we have the melonpan to look at, and that's interesting. And it comes in different colors, or is it different burn levels? Are those real? Should I touch it? Are they just rejected ones? I'm afraid to touch it. I don't know. I'm not gonna touch it. I feel rude, but the line behind me has gotten long too. There's a lot of people behind me, so there's a never-ending line of customers for this place. There's some sweet fish over there, ayu fish. All right, we're getting close there. This is to Michael Sassano. Thanks, brother. See here, I got a 500 yen coin. This is an old one. The new ones are pretty sweet. They're bi-color. Oh, we're so close. So I never get the ice cream. I always go whipped cream. You can get coffee here. Oh, hey. Hi, whipped cream お願いします。500円です。はい。こちらでお待ちください。はい、お好きな方どうぞ。Yeah, please. はい、150円です。アイスクリーム。Thank you so much. すぐ食べますか？次ホイップです。They just have bags of them waiting. I got it. Let's get out of here. Run away, run away. Run away, run away. Get away from the crowds. Get away from me. I got one. I got one. Get away. Gotta go into the little corner by myself here. Was I followed? Is anybody around? No? All right, we're good. All right, let's see this. Let's see what 5 minutes of waiting got. Whoa, it's still hot. Oh my gosh. Jason, mission complete. Almost. Now I gotta eat it. Warming up the muscles. Oh my god. Now I know why it's in the envelope. The whipped cream just oozed out. I just licked my palms. This is what happiness looks like. Whipped cream is the best. Oh my gosh. With the Hokkaido ones, I'm not sure. I don't compare. I just enjoy. Yeah, I don't think so, Pigeon. I had to wait 5 minutes for this. If you stand here for 5 minutes, I'll give you a piece. Wow. Yadi, you have no idea. Jadi, it's really good. All right, let's go. Let's cut across here, and I'm going to take you to the firebombing memorial so we can pay our respects. It's a memorial that not a lot of people know about, but I do because it's important. Hanayashiki. There you go. ASAKUSA Hanayashiki. It's 1,000 yen to get in. Like $8. It's open until 10 to 6. All right, let's go cut across and to the memorial. Oh my gosh, that was so worth it. They say you're not allowed to walk and eat. All right. I know the rules, and then you can break them. Learn the rules before you break them. So you've learned them, now you can break them. Just make sure you don't want to litter. You want everything. You leave places cleaner than you left them. And one of the reasons why they don't like you to walk and eat is because you usually drop it and you make a mess. Oh wow, they are not from Japan. I think almost no one who wears a kimono here is from Japan, okay? But I find that taking photos of visitors who are wearing the kimono is really nice. And they all will happily do it. But then the tourists think, oh, look at the beautiful Japanese girls in kimono I found, and they're from Taiwan. And that's funny to me, but it's also really cool because I like the fact that visitors come here and dress up in kimono. All right, this is the back of Sensoji Temple. And during the Sanja Matsuri, the Sanja Festival, which is one of the big 3 in Japan, I think it's the biggest in Tokyo. It's on this side, the back of it, on that day where you will see members of the tattooed clan, dare I say the name, back here against the wall. And you can get shots if you come in the morning as they prepare to conquer the streets. Because that's oh, sorry. That's how they roll back here. how to destroy the view. Stick your face in a vat of whipped cream. They didn't give me a napkin. What? How do I get the last pieces? How do I gotta put my face literally down into this. There's no other way. All right, here we go. It's still crunchy. What are you supposed to do? Throw it at the dogs, see what happens. What? I'm not gonna do that. That would be wrong. Apparently my tongue is not long enough. Oh, look! Let's take a look at the sakura. Are they blooming? All right, first we're gonna say goodbye to Sensoji Temple, and you can see, I don't even wanna go there, it's so crowded. A lot of people going up the steps to give their prayers, take pictures, get a mamori. I always like to get a mamori, which is about 500 yen. You can get an amulet, which will protect you for your car, or for help you with studying. Here's a sakura tree. Is this a Somei Yoshino? No, I don't think it is. It's one of the... Whoa, that's a big crow! And that's an omen! Something bad's gonna happen. I think it already did with that whipped cream. That feeling's so great. Yeah. We showed you that there were some varieties of the cherry blossoms that have already bloomed. Some of them are already done. And this one looks like it's just starting to bloom, or it's finished. Usually you can tell if it's finished if you look on the ground. Right? So we don't see a lot of petals, or they've been flown away. So I think it's still blooming maybe? Or it's been cleaned up because we're at a temple and they're very good at cleaning it. Yeah, that's not Somei Yoshino. This is a different variety. Now let's get ahead of the crowd. It's a tour group with a yellow flag. Welcome to Japan. Welcome. Look, he's got a yellow flag. I wonder if you took him out and you got a yellow flag, you could lead these group somewhere different. You have to take him out somehow. We're cutting across ASAKUSA now. Jin rickshaw versus bus. He's fast. Oh, that guy's booking. No one's chasing. Through this real quick. Across the street here, we're getting closer to the Tokyo Sky Tree. You can see that up there. Across the street is a Sumida Park. So now you saw we just left Sensoji Temple, and we're cutting across past where it says the sightseeing bus. I think that's what this is, right? And then you see a line of cherry blossoms, the pink. That's where we're going right there. And not far from there is where the memorial to the Tokyo fire bombings victims of 1945 are. And of course, there's the highest freestanding tower in the world. Tokyo Skytree. I got an episode on that coming soon. Ever since the earthquake in Turkey, all the experts have been booked up, and I'm trying to get an expert to talk about how Japan handles some of the earthquakes here, and that's been really tough. Sometimes it just takes a year to make an episode. So you gotta keep a lot of things on the burner. Wow, it's a beautiful area, isn't it? And it's so much freer when you leave. No more whipped cream. I shaved it off with my tongue. All right, we're just about there. I've noticed that that it doesn't take very far to get into residential areas in Tokyo around the tourist attractions. Even Shibuya has a residential area that not a lot of people know about. You have to walk about, I don't know, like 8 minutes away from Hachiko Scramble, and you're in a residential area with very expensive real estate. Where is he going? Jin Rickshaws going fast. All right, we caught up to the other one. Okay, it's a green light, green light. Look. Oh, I didn't make it. There's a big cop there. He's looking at me. He knew what I was trying to do. And it's still blinking. It's good to go, right? No? Nah, better not. Patience. Maybe a Ferrari will go by. Or transport for Wagyu. Oh, you can smell it too. That whipped cream. Feels a little dodgy in the gut. Oh. All right, I need a little bit of help here. I haven't been to this memorial in years. So if anyone is looking at the Google map, this is live. You guys can guide me so I don't get too lost to the memorial, the firebombing memorial. There's two really nice people getting a ride from a Jin rickshaw driver who looks like he's in starting position. He's really, she's really in starting. She should take off that mask. She's fine. Or he. I can't tell. It doesn't matter. Bigger legs than me. Strong. Oh, there we go. It's awesome. Wow. They're great guides as well. Guides to with information, and I think it's good that people do that, because then you can also practice your English. And Japan certainly needs more people learning English to help with the tourism industry going forward. And here you have a lot of people getting a photo with, of course, the Tokyo Skytree in the background, which is really cool. All right, the wind has really picked up here on the riverside. Sorry about that, guys. I have an external mic. If it gets really bad, let me know, and I can try to fix it with the external mic and plug that in. This is Sumida Park, I believe is what it's called. Yeah, Sumida Park. This is a wonderful place during the cherry blossoms, but we're not quite there yet. But we kind of are. Check it out. This might be one of the spots to get a picture of the Tokyo Skytree with the cherry blossoms. One of those shots that a lot of you are looking for your Instagram feeds. I've been there. A lot of people just snake it. They do a screenshot and repost. I've seen people who do that. That's awful. Copyright music. Blah 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 blah. Okay. All right, there's some Zaizakura, I believe that's the variety there. That's the kind of cherry blossom that they also pickle. You know, they don't use Some Yoshino, the most prevalent cherry blossom, Sakura, in Japan. What? Okay. Oh, look at that old boat. Is it old or is it new or is it old and it was made to look old, but it's new? I don't know. Hey, Gary Johnson's here. Hey, Gary. Oh, it's so peaceful out here. The Sumida River just looks different. It just looks different from this side. I live in Chuo Ward, not far from the Sumida River, and it's just really, it's a different feeling. Look at this. Oh my. Look at this. Oh, what's right in front of your screen? Look what's right in front of your screen. Nice boat. It's looking right at us. It's docked. Wow. Space boat's right there. And there's a train going right over it. That's awesome. That's a Tobu line. Wow. All right, check it out. See how nature gets so much love in Japan? I love it. That's great. Oh, that dude is ninjaing it. Wow. It's beautiful. You can smell it too. The Zaizakura has a really interesting smell. El Pilon video, thank you. Message received. All right, let's go on a little bit. There's another one over here. They're taking wedding photos, and as someone who is married and has taken wedding photos, there's no need to linger. There's a lot of weddings photos being taken here. Wow, look at this. Tobu line past the Golden Poo. Toot, toot. 3, 2, 1. Let there be poo. That's well, we affectionately call it the Golden Poo, but you might have a different name for it. Like its proper name. I don't know. Wow. So I'm guessing this is ASAKUSA. There's so many varieties of it. Let me see what we got here. Oh no, it's not. This is the Okanzakura. Wow. These are Some Yoshino here, and they're just starting to bud. So if you're coming to Japan, you're angry at me. A couple people were angry. They said to do something about this early blooming. Don't worry. There's just different varieties of sakura that are blooming at different times. That's, you know, normal. And here we've got the Some Yoshino that are they're waiting for you. So if you bought your ticket like months in advance, you're going, dude, really? What's up with this? Don't worry about it. There's lots of cherry blossoms. These bloom every year around the beginning of March. My advice to you is to, even if you come in April and it's done in Tokyo, because I think around April 3rd, the blossoms, the first wind or rain that comes, they're all gone. They just scatter. And it's really sad. Sometimes, just sometimes, you'll have a couple of days with no wind, no rain, and it just lingers, and those cherry blossoms hold on to the little nub of a stem, and then the rain will just come pouring down, and there you go. It's all on the ground, and it's the saddest thing in the world to see a bunch of white petals like dead. Where are they gonna go? They're dead. They just float. It's like the scene from Forrest Gump with the feather flying, except it doesn't fly, it just lands in a gutter. Those who don't know that you can actually walk across here. You can eat these ASAKUSA. That's the pink variety. That's the one that you'll see in confections, and they pickle that with a little bit of salt. But the Someyoshino, I don't see that pickled. They actually have farms to make that, so it's quite an interesting thing. It's cherry blossom confections. Foods. You can get it on amazon.co.jp. You get a bag of them. Take it back home. Wow, that whipped cream melonpan is really starting to stick to my gut. Michael R. Murphy is here. A little bit of this and that. All right, let's go take a look at that our friend Spaceboat. Oh, what happened? I forgot to go to the memorial stone. I can't remember if it's this way or the other way. I think it's still this way. Gosh, I almost forgot. Does anybody have Google Maps open? Somebody guide me to the Tokyo Fire's memorial. Is to the north. I don't even know what north is here. I'm just gonna go this way. What is it? I don't have a compass. I should have a compass. All right, here's a map. If I access the phone compass, we will not have a live stream anymore. This live stream will end. I'm guessing it's further this way. Oh, there's Kototoi Bridge this direction. Okay. Oh yeah, you can see here. There's the 6 varieties of the cherry blossoms. You see it? In this park. And you can see they start to bloom here. The first one, the Okanzakura, is the first one on the chart here. That's blooming right now, and you can see the Someyoshino, and the other ones are blooming in the center. Someyoshino is at the last third of March, which is coming up, and then it'll be blooming here until the middle of April, it says. So that's really good information. There's the chart there. The Kanzan is the last flower to bloom, apparently. Yeah, they all do, but I need to bring a second iPhone in order to look at it, because I'm not gonna cut off the screen. I know it's gonna happen. Thank you, Johnny in Cleveland. Go Cavs. Wow, check it out. That's a nice shot. What do you think? Pretty. You can get that shot here in Sumida Park. There's another Okanzakura. Straight ahead, and there's the dude who's playing the music. I believe the memorial is better served if we go off of the street here. They're better, easier found. The last time I was here was like, I don't know, a long time ago. Wow. A lot of people who get married come to this park. I'm not sure the weekend's a great idea though, because it's just so crowded. Check it out. That's a cool shot. Wow. That's true. Normal people do work on the weekdays. I guess you get married whenever you can, but you could take the pictures anytime too. I would take a day off so that you get the places to yourself. But a lot of people, they like to take the photos at Tokyo Station on the Marunouchi side because of the red brick building, and the only way to do it is to get up at 5 a.m. before crowds of people come, and there's nobody there, and it's such a peaceful background. Or you could just CG it. I don't know why, but I guess it's a memory. It's romantic to be there because then you can come back to the same spot 20 years later, and you know that that brick station's gonna be there. All right, we're closing in on our final destination here. Now that was the copyright music comedian street performer guy. He's got a drum and a puppet. Wow, this is such a big contrast to where we just were 12 minutes ago at Sensoji Temple in ASAKUSA. Watch the playback if you want to take a look at that. That was amazing to see how different Japan is now compared to just a year ago. There's nobody here. Now there's lots of people. All right, now I'm trying to find how do I get across the street. Can I go under the bridge? If I was a Red Hot Chili Pepper fans, would go under the bridge. I found it. Okay, there it is. Chili Peppers are here a couple weeks ago. We heard them in the live stream. We heard them tuning their music, their instruments in the background. We were in the park across the street from Tokyo Dome. I was showing you the ume blossoms, and we saw that we could hear the Red Hot Chili Peppers warming up. That was so cool. It's like, what is that noise? Who's here? It said Red Hot Chili Peppers. What? How come nobody knew? And they played in Osaka and they played in Tokyo Dome, and I think they continued on their tour. That would be cool to see them walking around or something. I wonder if they've got "You Found Me" cards. Probably not. There were some people who were tracking them to Osaka, and then when they arrived, you can see the video on YouTube. The band arrived at Osaka Station, and there's people just like following them with their cameras. I can see that being kind of annoying. Get a lot of security. That group is so amazing. Even after 40 years, right? 30 years, they're still big. And people that go to their concerts, they're still young. They're always making new fans. That is just a testament of how good that they are. Yeah, Flea, you're always welcome, buddy, on Only in Japan. Anthony as well. The whole group. What am I saying? Alright, here we are. Nobody's here. We're just a couple days removed from it. If you are in the area, I think it is nice to come here and pay your respects. There's some fresh flowers here because They did have memorial service here on the 10th. I didn't get a chance to go to that, unfortunately, but I filmed at the shrine in Ryogoku. Here it is. This memorial is for those that lost their lives in the great air raid of 1945. Over 100,000 people, more than Hiroshima. And it's often forgotten because they didn't use, a nuclear weapon wasn't used, but you know, this is my home, and a lot of people lost their lives here in the city I live in, and you have to pay your respects. So for everybody, you know, pay our respects to the people here. 77th anniversary of the firebombing, March 10th, 1945. Yeah, it was horrible. I've seen the museum. I've seen the photos. It was really rough. You can see 1,000 paper cranes here. Lots of people died. We're so far removed from World War II. Japan is one of the biggest allies that we have, probably for the Western world. And after living here for 25 years, half my life now has been here in Japan. And you know, my grandfather fought in World War II, and Kanai's grandfather fought in World War II on the Japanese side of it. And now we're married and have Leo. So I think, you know, we've put all of the things that we have in the past behind us. The wars that we fought, they're horrible. No war should be fought. That's the last resort, really. And that's not, in my mind, that's not a resort at all in the 21st century. But yeah, I do tear up when I now think about some of the stories that I heard from people who lived in Tokyo, because I did interview people and talk to the older generation about what was the occupation like. And I did not hear anybody who had anything negative to say about the United States, the occupiers in the country. That is a huge testament. I heard only positive stories of generosity. A lot of the people didn't even want to be fighting in World War II. Just regular citizens, when the Americans came, it all ended, and it was a lot of misunderstanding. And gosh, World War II is such a tough subject to cover, but I think it's an important one that we don't forget, right? I think a lot of our grandfathers or great-grandfathers or even fathers were either fought or were somehow involved in that war, and we shouldn't forget about it. Right, Jacqueline writes here, no comment. Yeah, you pay your respects and understand. It's a deep topic. I'm making a video on this topic. There's also a really awesome movie out right now. If you're in Japan, please do go check it out. It's called Paper City. I believe it's still playing in theaters for a little bit longer. He worked for 3-4 years on this video. Australian film producer. I met him for just a brief second on the 10th in Ryogoku. Really nice guy. You know, he's been in Japan for a very long time, and we have the same kind of affinity for this country, and he respect. And his film is awesome. I don't know if it'll be on Netflix or something. It's up for some awards, maybe not the Oscars, which is going on right now, but Paper City is the name of it. And the trailer looks incredible, and he follows 3 people that were in Tokyo during the firebombing and discusses their experiences, what they saw, what they felt, to go back to those places, to the park, and to look at the park and the surroundings, and then hear the stories that they say. I'm not going to ruin it for you. I'm also making something very similar, but again, like a 12-minute format for only in Japan. But you know, he put together an incredible documentary, and it's heartbreaking, and it's also so important because the people who tell the story, they don't want you to forget that this happened in their city, and it's more important than ever to hear them before they're not here. And the sad thing is over the course of the last few years, and I got a chance to meet him very briefly, the curator of the firebombing museum has passed away. And I mean, he was quite old, but he shared so many stories with people over the years, and those stories live on YouTube, which is what I think is great about this platform, why I love it so much. These stories will stay here, and you can learn from them. I don't think a lot of the younger generation. I was born in the middle of the 1970s, so I'm sort of in between the end of World War II and today. So it's the people that I knew and grew up with that were older were either baby boomers or had fought in the war. So I got to hear a lot of that when I was growing up. Or not. You would just read it on people's faces. A lot of people didn't want to talk about it. But I'm really happy that people do want to talk about it, and then we don't forget about it. So that's where the memorial is. Yeah, it's when you lose family in the war, either fighting in it or as a victim of it. Gosh. We don't want to forget, but you learn from it, and it shouldn't let you bring you down. But you have to pay respects, because I think that they would appreciate that too. They're watching. They're here. All right, let's go back towards ASAKUSA. These fat wheel bikes are really growing in popularity. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment below. The city of Tokyo, all these buildings that you see around us are brand new. I mean, in the sense that Japan is such an old country, and here, look at this old looking Merrill's shoe shop. Japan is such an old country, you know, history going back thousands and thousands of years, and yet almost nothing in the city of Tokyo remains in its original state beyond like 1945, you know? So much was lost in that firebombing. And we can't go back in hindsight and change it. You can't debate that. It's done. You have to learn to move on from it, and it's so hard. It's so hard. This is something I find more and more of too. Look at this. Hatoya ASAKUSA. This is just a little, they're making matcha for people standing. They're making matcha for people, like it's a cafe, standing matcha cafe. I've never seen that before. Wow. All right, everybody. Yeah, if you want to discuss this further, we have a community on Discord. Please go over there and you can continue to discuss it. Leave me questions. You can even tag me if you have something you want to talk about. This is this month's postcard. It is totally awesome, and I just sent them out yesterday from Tokyo Station. This helps to support the channel. I give these out every month, and the collections that grow over the years are pretty awesome. On the back is a picture of me actually there, and the snow walls are, gosh, it's one of those places that's so far away in Toyama. But if you do go there, you're rewarded. It's just an amazing thing to be among these snow walls, nature above you, and to see the buses, which are quite larger than us, to look so small in the face of nature. That's awesome. So that postcard has gone out and it's on the way. And I put a very nice stamp on the back of it with a natural scene from Japan. The stamps over the years have been we've had Doraemon stamps, we've had anime stamps, Pokemon stamps. I try to find the coolest ones to put on there because I love stamps. You put so much artwork on a little teeny stamp is pretty cool to me. I appreciate the support, guys. And it's just fun for me to send these out. We have some backers that have been part of it for over 5 years now, who have every single one, and it's just impressive to me to see the collection. Oh, there's ASAKUSA Station. You can see the train in the terminal. Some of the supporters want melonpan instead of postcards. I'm gonna have to get a postcard of a melonpan, and each one I'll stain them with a little bit of whipped cream. That would be pretty funny. Al Santos is here. Thank you, buddy. Oh, hello. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, careful. That's nice. Ah, she said only in Japan. Oh, cool. Imagine how weird that is. I'm just walking right by. All right, so I guess 1 month we'll have to have a melonpan with whipped cream postcard. And on the back, you'll have me with whipped cream all over my face. That was pretty nasty. Oh, you can't erase that from your mental picture now, can you? It is what it is. And for me, it's back to work. I've got a Japanese chicken farm that I went to visit in Miyazaki, as well as my favorite, well, top 5 dish in Japan. I'm going through some of the dishes for episodes. Chicken namban, one of my favorites. Oh my gosh, the tartar sauce that they put on there, made from pickles and stuff, on top of a deep fried breaded piece of chicken with a very tangy sauce that it's been dipped in after it's been breaded and deep fried. Just a little bit of crunchiness on the sides of it. Ah, it is amazing. And Miyazaki is the home of it. And 2 chefs from a little restaurant called London in a small town north of Miyazaki City came up with the concept, and then they had a fight or something. And then they broke off into 2 strains of chicken namban. One of them more of a vinegary taste. The other one, that creamy tartar sauce. And guess what? Guess which one won? The tartar sauce. Ah, chicken namban. And it took me ages to find a chicken farm that would let me film there because of all the risks. And we're looking through towards Sensoji Temple. Across the street, you can see at the end of it the gate going into there. Yeah, we're gonna end the live stream right in front of the ASAKUSA station here. Yeah, this part of the station is quite old, isn't it? On the back side, it looks really retro. The steel garters, a little bit rusty. It's been painted over a couple of times. Across the street here. There's a little takoyaki stand underneath there. Justina's on the way in 2 weeks to Tokyo, to Japan. A lot of people will be here during the cherry blossoms. I'm thinking of doing a meetup at the end of March. I'm not quite sure when, but I'll probably put the meetup on Facebook. And of course, I'll announce it in a live stream. I'll see if Leo and Kanai can come, and we'll probably keep it pretty quick. I'm sure you all have other stuff to do. You got to visit Japan. But it's been a long time since we've done a meetup. I think 2.5 years since the pandemic. I'm not quite sure when, but I usually will do a live stream with it. And it's really cool to see everybody who comes out to say hi. No need, please, there's no need to bring us gifts, especially sweets. Oh my gosh, we got so many really delicious sweets from around the world. And I'm on a very strict diet after this melonpan. After the melonpan, I'm back on the diet. I don't even think I could do a diet. It's so hard, this job. Sulo's been waiting since 2020 to come. Right now the flights are super expensive. We were gonna go back to the US for summertime, but we just couldn't because the price of the flights were 3 times more. 3 times more than when we went in 2021. And it's just so high. And with Leo, I think we can wait. One of the reasons why the flights are high is just because they don't have enough flights. They haven't increased them really. And the demand is so high right now. Everything is just booked. So when they open up more routes, which they're gonna be really slow to do because they wanna try to maximize the demand, the price, to try to get back money that they lost. I reckon around summer, it'll just become competitive again, where the airlines are competing. If United Airlines has 5 flights to Japan and JAL has 1, you know, JAL's gonna start to increase the flights because they want to get passengers paying on their airline. So that's how it usually works. Competition is a good thing. See here, welcome to Taito City inside of Tokyo. The state is Tokyo. ASAKUSA station for the Toba line. The subway though is in this direction, and that's where I'm headed. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a fun, pretty fun hour and change. Get to hang out a little bit. But I am so happy because Japan is back. It feels like it did in 2019. That area where all the tourists are, it is packed. If you're just joining us now, go back and take a look at it because it was just like mind-blowing to me to see so many people in this one spot. Starting tomorrow, there's no need to wear masks inside of some of the department stores. It's just up to your comfort level. Now you can decide whether or not you want to wear a mask. And I kind of ditched it a while ago, but you do what makes you feel comfortable now. Japan officially has announced this, so if you want to wear a mask, you can wear it. If you don't want to wear it, you don't have to wear it. A lot of people here don't want to. A lot of people want to wear it, so that's cool. But the great thing about tomorrow is we don't have to keep hearing about people talking about it anymore. All right, do what you want to do, dude. It's a free country, sort of. Just remember, you're not in your country. You don't have rights the same way, sort of. It's different. But starting tomorrow, I'm not talking about it anymore. All right, it's done. JR said you don't have to wear them either. Welcome to the new world, Japan. And opening up the country really didn't do all this damage that they thought it might do, right? It's been pretty good for Japan. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun. I appreciate all the super chats for the melonpan, and I'll see if I can bring something home for the Kanai and Leo. They're having a nice time with Grandpa today. See you tomorrow in another live stream.